Big Three, Fantasy Alarm TV. I'm your host, Ray Flowers. Oh, sorry. Was that on film? Should I leave that? Let's just keep going. Let's talk the Big Three, and let's start with the quarterback position in the number 158.3, which just so happens to be the best rating you can get on the QB rating scale. And it was a number attained by Kirk Cousins in the Week 10 whitewashing 47-14 of the Redskins over the Saints. Cousins looked great. Didn't throw an interception, 4 touchdown passes, 20 for 25, 320 plus passing yards. Great stuff. He's now only thrown 1 interception in 3 games as well, which is a very heartening development for a player that struggled with inconsistency and turnovers. On the downside, look at the 2 top targets for that guy, Deshaun Jackson, Pierre Garçon. Even in such a great game for Kirk Cousins, those 2 players combined for 4 catches and 54 yards. Didn't get his 2 best players involved in the offense. Cousins can be successful in the right matchup. Very hard to know when that right matchup is going to come. Very hard to know when he's going to avoid making mistakes. But he looked great in Week 10. Second number of the day is 2. That's the number of consecutive games in which Joe Flacco has thrown for 300 yards. And I know Joe Flacco's not a great guy. I know he's not exciting and sexy and all that. But he does have 4 touchdown passes, only 2 interceptions his last couple of games. He's thrown at least 41 passes in 3 of 4 games. And this is where his value really lies, Joe Flacco. Overall, in the course of the season, he's played 9 games. Tom Brady has played 9 games. You know how many passes that Tom Brady has thrown more than Joe Flacco? 1. Joe Flacco throws the ball 40 times a game. With that, there's enough volume to sustain success, even if guys, we have to throw the ball to Max Williams or Gilmore, Crockett Gilmore, or Aiken, or Givens. Whoever is out there, there's enough volume to support Joe Flacco always being a solid QB2. And as we saw in Week 10, he can even sneak into the QB1 ranks. And then the final number today is 10. That's the number of touchdown passes the last 3 games played by Eli Manning. 10. 6-2-2. Eli Manning in Week 10 went for 361 and 2, and no interceptions. And this has been a huge key for Eli Manning this year. I don't know how many people realize that, but he's only got 2 interceptions his last 4 games played, and that's basically the pace he's had all season. Right now, Eli Manning is on pace for 34 touchdown passes and only 10 interceptions. He's performing very well. Now, there's been some bumps in the road. He'll have those 350 games, and he'll drop a 190-yarder on you. But overall, he's been effective. He's producing yards. He's getting the ball in the end zone for the Giants. And he is not turning the football over, a career-long bugaboo. You listen to the Big Three at the quarterback position for FantasyAlarm.com. I'm your host, Ray Flowers.